Hello, YouTube. How you guys doing? Did you have a good couple of days trading this week? It's been wild for us. Wildly good. Are you frustrated? Are you all caught up in the noise? Whether that noise coming from CNBC or the Twitter sphere. Folks, I'm Bagadon at StockMarketCaddy.com. If you're watching on YouTube, the YouTube videos are fine, but they're not the videos that we make for our patrons, our members, our private members. They get a high definition video from a hosting company that we employ. But I guess this is good enough for YouTube. But you might want to set it in high definition. I'm Bagadon, and my wife and I run Stock Market Caddy. We are a trading mentoring site where you can go and subscribe and learn how to trade intraday, daily, weekly, monthly. You set the time frame, really. But what I wanted to share with you is something entirely new. As a mentoring site, we're not about giving out the fish per se without what we believe is good for everybody is some good hard work and some study and some learning. We think that serves everybody really well. However, in fairness, we understand that people's time is valuable and that there are folks that are working and have other commitments and family commitments, and it's really difficult to devote maybe the kind of time that we do, although we've had all those commitments at one time or another. And so we get a lot of phone calls from folks saying, hey, I really don't have the time, and but I want to take advantage of some of the stuff that you're doing, and I'd like to lease something. I don't know what, but I'd like to lease something and run it. Well, first thing is, we've never done that, but I'm prepared to do it. If you are on TradeStation, not that we are affiliated with TradeStation. We are not. We are just very, very happy customers of TradeStation. And, as I've shared with folks, I used to did teach surgeons how to do some of the most advanced surgeries with different advanced instrumentation. The TradeStation platform, although this one looks quite simple, it's a very advanced platform which enables us to write a lot of our proprietary code for indicators and strategies and things of that sort. Now you might even ask, hey Bagger, what's the difference between an indicator and a strategy? Well, an indicator is just that, an indicator that goes on the screen and people will watch the indicator for an indication of where there might be some buying pressure or selling pressure and make a decision from there. A strategy is a full-blown strategy in that it will actually enter the trade and exit the trade. And sometimes you can put profit targets on it and trailing stops and things of that sort. And at TradeStation, you can actually empower that strategy to run with what they call confirmation, which is, yes, it alerts you, says, hey, I got an order here, do you want to take it? And you got plenty of time. You can say, yeah, I want to take it. Or you can say, no, I don't want to take it. Or it can just run on its own without confirmation. Now, it's not, I don't want to present this as an automatic ATM. It isn't. It still carries risk. And I'm going to show you the back performance of a strategy. And I just want you to know, as what others you've heard say, what happens in the past may or may not happen in the future. But a lot of times, the history, kind of rhymes, it repeats. So let me show you something. First, this type of chart is what we call a three-line break chart. This is a very precise chart. And now today happened to be a really good up day. That's what it looks like when it's going up. But, ooh, look at that. Those are bad days, right? Actually, very, very good days for us. Very, very good days. But it is a very precise charting package. at TradeStation. And we write or have written a strategy that works very, very well on a lot of different markets. And this particular strategy we just call Stock Market Caddy Breakout, Breakdown. Very, very simple. And let me show you on the ES contract the performance report. If you had taken each one of these trades over the past 2 months, your performance would have been approximately 17,200. 4,900 on the long, 12,287 on the short side. A total of 51 trades, just 174 trades, 51% profitable, but a profit factor of 2.28, meaning for every dollar you're losing, you're making $2.28. Pretty nice. Some other characteristics of this trade: the maximum trade drawdown, which we can actually help tighten that up, is about 500 on the short side, 2,150 on the long side. But again, we could tighten that up, and we could explain how to do that. The performance report looks like this. Pretty nice. Not a perfect equity curve, but pretty darn nice. Well, that's all well good, Bagger, but how did it do today? That's okay. Let me show you. The name of this workspace, TradeStation, it's called a, let me show you. This is the workspace that it's in. It's in the SPX 3-line break 5-minute. That's the name of this workspace. We happen to have the ES contract in there running. So, but remember the name of that, because when we go to my trade manager, what do we want? We want the SPX 3-line break 5-minute workspace. That's where we are. And that trade went off that you're looking at, it's still in that trade, went off today at 10:25 a.m. and it's long, and it's still long, and that trade is up $1,887.50 on one contract of the ES. Isn't that a beautiful thing? And before that trade, it took this trade. And then it had a little losing trade. See, it does have an exit if things go bad. And then it does well on both sides of the ball. You can see here was a trade that was profitable, then turned down, and then it did sell. Here was a nice breakdown of a trade. So it can make money on both sides. Now, can you come in as it makes its money if you were up 1,800 and scalp it? Say, hey, Bagger, it looks like it's going to fall. Okay. Well, go ahead and take your money if you had it. We're okay with that. So what are we doing different? What's this YouTube video all about? Well, if you're still listening to us and you don't have the time, unfortunately, to join Stock Market Caddy to commit, but you are on TradeStation and you want to lease this specific program, this one, I'm prepared to lease it to you for $750 a month. That's a lot of money, Bagger. It is. It is. But it can do very well. And it's per month. If you don't make enough money to pay for the program, you don't make enough money, you know, it's month to month, you don't have to lease it again. But I think you're going to do pretty well. If you're familiar with TradeStation and you know how to use it, I'll just simply email it to you. If you're new to TradeStation and you need some time of mine to help you set it up and set some additional stops and help you with it, then I'll lease it to you at $1,000 for the first month. For the first month. That'll pay for a little bit of my time to help coach you along. Now, the beautiful thing is they now have micro contracts. Now, it may be hard to make the kind of money that you can make with a mini, but if you want to start out with a micro contract, that can be a great way to go. But the choice is yours. And I'm more than happy to lease you what I think is one of our better programs on one of our more simple charts for use on TradeStation. Now, if you're at one of the other companies, I'm sorry, our software is not compatible with theirs. If you like what we do, if you are a level 2 member, this program, or this strategy, and the dozens and dozens of other strategies and indicators, and future strategies and future indicators are all at no additional cost. They don't cost you anything. I mean, you're a patron, and everything is at level 2 is included. In fact, if you have an idea or two and you're at TradeStation and you want something written, we'll write it, we'll back test it, we'll forward test it, we can put your name on it. I'm Bag of Don at StockMarketCaddy.com. As the scene in Bag of Ants, if you've ever seen the golf movie Bag of Ants, there's a scene where the golfer is bent over. His knees are rattling. He can barely hold the club anymore, and he's bent over, and he's beaten down. He's in the woods, and he looks a little lost. It's kind of sad. And he just doesn't know what to do. He looks one way toward the green like he's going to hit the ball out, then he looks the other way like he's going to run for, just quit and run for the hills. And the caddy says to him, look, you don't have any other burden that nobody else hasn't had to carry. You can either start or you can stop. I'm Bag of Don. You can either start or you can stop. If you want to start, I'm here just about all the time. I work 80 hours a week. Call anytime. If I'm available, I will pick up the phone. 813-758-8263. If you think I'm full of shit, if you think I am, feel free to ask our patrons, our members, our followers. I work real damn hard. But this is a one-time offer. We've never done it. I want to give it I want to give anyone an opportunity who says, I just don't have the time, but I got the platform, and I want to run something. Well, here's your shot. Feel free to give me a call.